They forced a prenup, then learned who really had the money. When I married my husband, his family insisted on a prenup. Not to protect love, but to protect themselves from me. They were high society people. Country clubs, galas, old money. And I was the girl they never accepted. So I signed it. Quietly. Years later, when I got pregnant, everything changed. My in-laws started interfering in my life. What I ate, how I dressed, how I should raise my child. One night, my husband sat me down and said, "My parents think it's better if the baby stays closer to them." I laughed at first, because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. He said, "They're worried about their reputation, about stability." I asked him, "Are you worried too?" He didn't answer. That silence told me everything. Days later, the argument started. He said, "You're overreacting." I said, "You're choosing them over me." He said, "They're just trying to help." I said, "They're trying to take my child." And then he crossed the line. He said, "Maybe joint guardianship with my parents isn't such a bad idea." I stared at him and said, "You want me to carry this baby, but not raise it?" He didn't deny it. That night I cried alone. Not because of them, but because a man I married was willing to hand me over to them. That was the moment I knew. I filed for divorce. They smiled when I did. They thought I was leaving with nothing. No family, no money, no power. They even assumed I'd lose custody. What they didn't know, my late aunt, the woman who raised me, left me millions. Held in a private trust, protected, untouchable by the prenup. The courtroom went silent when my lawyer revealed it. My in-laws froze. My husband couldn't even look at me. I walked away with full custody of my child. And every dollar my aunt left me. Now they regret everything. The prenup. The pressure. The disrespect. They thought they were protecting their fortune. Turns out, I was the fortune they underestimated.